The glass door rattled so hard I thought it might shatter. My heart jumped as I glanced up from the reception computer at Smiles Family Dentistry. A woman with a sharp, blonde bob was pounding her fists against the entrance, her face twisted in fury. "Open this door right now," she screamed, her voice piercing even through the thick glass. "I know you're still in there." I checked my watch. 6:15 p.m. We'd officially closed 15 minutes ago. The woman's voice grew louder, shrill with entitlement. "I'm the HOA president of Pinewood Estates, and this property is under my jurisdiction. I demand Sarah VYC saw. I'm Ethan, a dental assistant at this small clinic tucked into a strip mall in Pinewood Estates, a neighborhood obsessed with perfect lawns and rules about everything from fence heights to trash can schedules." That evening, I was wrapping up with my coworker, Sarah, after a grueling day 2 emergency root canals and a packed schedule of cleanings. Dr. Lou had left for her kids' piano recital, Leah VYing us to lock up. Just as we were about to head out, the phone rang. I should have ignored it, but I picked up. "Smiles Family Dentistry. How can I help you?" The woman on the line skipped any pleasantries. "This is Linda Harper. I need a cleaning saw right now, saw. My teeth feel disgusting, and I have a big meeting tomorrow." Her tone was sharp, like she was used to getting her way. I explained we were closed and booked solid tomorrow, but could fit her in the next afternoon. That's when her voice turned icy. "Do you saw who I am?" she snapped. "I'm the president of the Homeowners Association that runs this entire complex. I could make life very difficult for your little clinic." I kept my cool, offering the earliest slot again, but she wasn't VYing it. "You'll regret this," she hissed before slamming the phone down. Sarah and I laughed it off, joking about entitled patients, and went back to closing up. I had no clue how fast things were about to spiral. 15 minutes later, there she was, Linda Harper, I'd assumed, banging on our front door like she wanted to break it down. Her designer handbag swung wildly as she jabbed her finger at us, her face flushed with rage. "I know exactly who you are," she shouted when she spotted me. "You're the one who refused my emergency appointment. This is discrimination, saw." I approached the door cautiously, speaking through the glass. "Ma'am, I'm sorry, but we're closed. I can schedule you for tomorrow afternoon, like I said." That only made her angrier. She whipped out her phone, filming me like I was the VY lane in her personal drama. "I'm Linda Harper, president of the Pinewood Estates HOA. This clinic is on my saw property, and I can issue violations to fine you or shut you down." Sarah backed away, clearly rattled, but I held my ground. We'd dealt with tough patients before, but this was next level. Linda noticed the security camera above the door and pointed at it, screaming, "I have special rights in this neighborhood, and you can't deny me." Then I saw itered and blue lights flickering across the windows. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up. The day had been exhausting, and Linda's call was just the cherry on top. When she showed up, it wasn't just her words that were aggressive, her whole presence was a storm. She checked her flashy watch and yelled, "Your sign says you're open till 6 o'clock. It's only 6:17. That's practically business hours." She ranted about her connections, building inspectors, health departments, city council, like she was untouchable. A small crowd started gathering in the parking lot, some pulling out their phones to record the spectacle. Linda noticed them and amped up her performance, like she was starring in her own reality show. Then things took a wild turn. Linda darted to the side of the building, where we sometimes left a Sarah VYC entrance unlocked for deliveries. Before I could react, she yanked it open and stormed into our break room. I raced after her, heart pounding, just in time to see her shove past Sarah, knocking over a display case of toothbrushes and floss. Glass and plastic scattered across the floor as she marched to the reception desk. "Now you have to serve me," she said with a smug grin that quickly twisted back into rage. "Where's your appointment book? I'm writing myself in." She lunged for the computer, trying to access our scheduling system. I stepped between her and the desk, and that's when she shoved me hard. I stumbled back, stunned. "Don't you dare touch me," she screamed, even though she'd push me. "That's assault. I'll sue you for everything." I kept my voice steady. "Sarah, call 911. Linda's eyes widened for a split second, but then she doubled down. Go ahead, call them. I pay their salaries with my taxes. They'll side with me. She started rifling through papers on the desk, tossing patient files to the floor. Health code violations everywhere. I bet you don't even sterilize your tools. Sarah's voice shook as she confirmed the police were on their way. Linda, unfazed, stormed down the hallway, trying exam room doors until one opened. I heard drawers slamming and equipment being moved. Was she seriously trying to sabotage us? I followed at a distance, recording her on my phone. This wasn't just a tantrum, Anna Maria, it was trespassing, vandalism, maybe even assault. Sirens wailed closer, and through the front windows, I saw 2 police cruisers pull into the lot. Linda must have heard them too, because she came barreling back, still clutching her phone. You'll both be fired, she spat. I know the building owner personally. When I opened the door for the officers, Linda launched into a syrupy sweet act. Officers, thank goodness you're here. These people assaulted me when I tried to get the dental care I'm entitled to. The older officer looked skeptical. Ma'am, we got a call about trespassing and assault. Are you Linda Harper? She straightened up, chin high. Yes, I'm Linda Harper, president of the Pinewood Estates HOA. This clinic is under my jurisdiction, and they refuse Sarah VYC during business hours. The younger officer glanced at the hours on the door. Ma'am, they closed at 6 o'clock. It's almost 6:30. Linda waved it off. That's a technicality. I'm an important community figure. I have special considerations, saw. I showed the officers my VY Del Linda forcing her way in, knocking over the display, rummaging through exam rooms. Sarah pulled up the security footage, which caught her show VYing me. The officers' faces hardened as they watched. Ma'am, step outside, the older one said firmly. Linda's face turned crimson. Do you know who you're talking to? I can have your badges. I control the Community Watch program. The officers exchanged a look, clearly unimpressed. Ms. Harper, you're being detained for trespassing, property damage, and assault. When she refused to move, still ranting about her HOA power, the younger officer took her arm. That's when Linda lost it completely. She yanked away, screaming about police brutality and how they couldn't handle a powerful woman in charge. The officer stayed calm, cuffing her despite her thrashing and wild accusations. The crowd outside had grown, and as they led her to the cruiser, I overheard a neighbor mutter, "About time someone stopped her." 3 months later, I stood in a courtroom, testifying at Linda's hearing. The charges were serious: criminal trespassing, assault, vandalism, resisting arrest. She kept leaning on her HOA status, but the real bombshell came when the current Pinewood Estates HOA president testified. Linda had been booted from the board 6 months earlier after ethics complaints, but kept pretending she was in charge. The judge wasn't impressed. He sentenced her to 30 days in jail, a doula, $5,000 fine, 2 years of probation, and a restraining order barring her from our clinic. As the bailiff led her away, Linda's face was a mix of shock and indignation. "But I'm the president," she kept muttering, even as the courtroom doors swung shut. What do you think? Did Linda deserve her punishment? Or was she just a stressed-out woman who snapped? Should the clinic have let her in to avoid the chaos? And what about the HOA? Do they have too much power in neighborhoods like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if this story got your blood pumping, and subscribe for more wild tales.